Hey guys, welcome back. With the new release of Constellation Tower this week, we now have a new set of armors that you can craft, and it basically corresponds to each talent stat. They are pretty good, and the enchants are actually a lot better than the normal enchants that we get from the previous episodes. But before we do that, please take note that they're all armor level 2. They're level 240, they all have one slot, and they're for all classes. Now let's take a look at the crafting materials. There's 3: the Vague Star armor, Vague Star suit, and then the Vague Star robe. And these are basically catalysts apart from the additional materials that you can get out of Constellation Tower and I guess Sunken Tower to create the said armors. Now to make these 3, well, I would call them catalyst armors, you actually need 5 Soul of Natseeker and then 50 meteorite fragments. Now first, let's take a look at the Nebula armor power. You will need 10 Soul of Betelgeuse, 50 meteorite fragments, 30 power meteorite dust, and 1 Vague Star armor. The power meteorite dust and the Soul of Betelgeuse, obviously you can get by killing Betelgeuse and getting those, getting them from the chest. I did try, and yeah, I got my ass served. Yeah, I'm gonna try again to see if I can get some more of these to craft my own armor. Now looking at the stats for the Nebula armor power, you get POW +1, you get attack 125, and you also get 15 attack per 2 refines. At +9 you get 5% attack, and +11 you get 20% melee physical damage, which is pretty good. Now moving on to the grade, so basically you can grade them up to A. And for the Nebula armor power, it's more around additional attack and attack percentage, as well as melee physical damage. Now for grade B and A, you actually get additional P attack as well, every 4 refines. Next, the Nebula armor of stamina. Basically, you need the same stuff that you need for the armor of power, but obviously instead of the the powerful stamina dust, powerful meteorite dust, you actually need the stamina meteorite dust. Now for stats, you get stamina +1, HP +10%, def +15 per 2 refines. +9 you get 10% heal effectiveness, and +11 you get HP +15%. So I guess a good armor for Dragon Breath. Now for the stats, because of stamina, it actually focuses on sort of making you a lot, well, get the physical resistance. So you get def and the heal effectiveness, as well as resistance or res. And at grade B and grade A, you get HP percentage and additional res as well. Next, one of the things I'm looking forward to is the Nebula suit of concentration. So again, the same stuff, but this time you need the Vague Star suit, and you need 30 concentration meteorite dusts. Now for stats, it's similar to the Nebula armor of powers. You get con +1, attack 125, 15 attack per 2 refines. At +9 you get 10% attack speed, and at +11 you get 20% long range damage. Just not bad for a +11 stat. Now for grades, at grade D you get additional attack percentage, and attack speed per 2 refines, both grade D and grade C. For grade B you get additional attack speed, you also get additional long range damage, and additional P attack as well. Next, something that I actually really want is the Nebula suit of creative. Basically the same thing that you need for the suit side. Well, obviously with a Vague Star suit, but this time you need the 30 creative meteorite dusts. And of course, because it's the creative one, obviously you get CRT +1, attack +100, attack +10 per 2 refines, which is understandable because you're already getting a lot of critical damage and CRT, so I would assume that it's 25 less attack and then 5 less per 2 refines. I guess at +9 you get critical rate +5, and at +11 you get 20% critical damage, which is definitely decent. Now for the grades, for grade D and C you get additional attack, per 2 refines, you get additional critical rate and critical damage per 3 refines. For grade B and grade A, you get additional critical damage per 3 refines and additional C rate and P attack per 4 refines, which is really good because C rate actually does a lot of... It gives a big difference in terms of damage output, especially for the critical builds. Now, moving on to the magic side, the Nebula robe spell. Again, all the materials are relatively the same, except we need 1 Vague Star robe and 30 spell meteorite dusts. Stats wise, you get SPL plus 1, M attack plus 125, additional 15 M attack for 2 refines. Plus 9, you get 5% M attack, and plus 11, 15% all property magic damage, which is good because it's very general. And yeah, I'm sure they'd love this, although I'm not sure if it trumps all the other OCPs or the Kachuas that are available at the moment. Now for the grading is actually something that's really intriguing for me because, you know, obviously they all get additional M attack percentage, grade D and grade C, grade B, you know, just M attack percentage. But each of the grades, you actually get additional 3% all property, well, 3% for grade D and C per 3 refines, and then 5% for grade B and A. So if you're looking at it, even at plus 12, you're getting a lot of all property magic damage. Plus, you also get additional SM attack for grade B and grade A, which is, you know, definitely the icing on the cake for this armor. And lastly, Nebula Robe of Wisdom. Everything's the same as the spell one, but this time you need the 30 Wisdom meteorite dusts. And for the stats, you get Wiz plus 1, M attack 125. You also get 2% SP and 1% heal effectiveness per 2 refines. And plus 9, you get 30% SP recovery, and plus 11, you get 10% VCT reduction. Yeah, I don't know about this one. For grading, yeah, it's I mean, I guess for the support type, you know, you get a lot of SP recovery, you got a lot of heal percentage, you get additional MRES as well, which is really good, especially for tanking a lot of high-end MVP, I guess, magic stuff. You also get heal plus for grade B and grade A. So yeah, I mean, you know, ending on the note, like, this is really good for support class, but obviously in this day and age, yeah, we don't see a lot of those. It's quite rare, but I'm sure somebody who actually plays this class, or actually plays magic class, because I really don't, would find a use for this in a sense. And so guys, that is it for the new armors from the Constellation Tower. Definitely pretty good. My favorites are really the Nebula suit of creative for the critical percentage, and the Nebula suit of concentration for the long range damage. I mean, I guess, you know, the POW one is really good. Anything physical, you know, I love it because I hardly play magic, or I would never at this point play magic, just because I'm not really used to it. But yeah, thoughts about Constellation Tower? Definitely a very hard instance to run. Even if you're geared, you know, there are only certain classes that can actually solo it. I, for one, have had a hard time running it my first time, so I might actually just try to take it easy. But the armors are definitely worth it, especially the spell one. Yeah, that's really the stats for the grading are really good, especially with the all property magical damage. So yeah, I assume a lot of Magic players would be wanting that, and obviously the physical stuff, you know. But yeah, hopefully this gives you some insights on, you know, what are the new stuff that we got from Constellation Tower. I will be doing another video for the accessories, and I'll do another video for the enchants, you know, to give you guys an idea of what you can do with these armors once you get them. I believe they're all account bound as well, so yeah, not tradable, which is a bust. But you know, obviously it's most of the stats are pretty good, so I wouldn't really mind. Again, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.